I was carried by the wind, drifting here and there. I didn't know if I rode the wind or the wind rode on me. Lieh Tzu. Hi there and welcome to our channel. The ancient Taoist text Zhaungzi describes Lieh Tzu as the sage who rode the wind. In his lightness he was free from all weights. Lieh Tzu, or Master Li, is attributed as the author ancient Taoist text. The text is considered the third most important scripture in Taoism. The Lieh Tzu text are philosophical words with deep meanings, focusing on purpose of life and the working of the mind. The one topic we will focus in this video is the aspect of human beings carrying too much weights and trying to control the natural flow of the universe. We create ideas blocking our happiness and standing in our ways. Most times constantly in a worry and anxiety. Hence not enjoying the earth and allowing it take its natural course as we continue to live in fear, doubt and worry. But what if we stop fighting and live in harmony with the natural flow of things instead of living in fear and worry? Children are always at peace because they are in harmony with their surroundings. They play, eat and dance with joy. In this video, we will explore the Taoist philosophy of Lieh Tzu on how to let go and ride the wind, living in harmony and in tune with our world. Note that riding the wind isn't to be taken literally, but it is a figure of speech used in explaining how light we will feel if we let go of our sentiments, attachments, our past, our worries, fears, anxiety, or allowing the external circumstances to weigh us down. Instead of constant fear and worry, we rather live in peace and harmony and ride with the flow. Go with the flow. Mastery of the world is letting things take its natural course. You cannot master the world by changing the natural ways. Lieh Tzu. Remember poet Rumi said, "You don't change the world, you change yourself." In the second part of this book, Lieh Tzu gives a typical example of going with the flow. A farmer named Shang jumped from the highest cliffs without breaking a bone, obtained poles from the deepest part of the river, and could even rescue from burning buildings. He did all of these in pure spontaneity without fear or whatsoever. He did these things not for glory or good reputation in the community, but based on his beliefs that he could do them. But one day he got to the top of the cliff and looked down. In his mind he started calculating the risk, fear crept in, and he started second-guessing and doubting his abilities. And so this beloved farmer could not jump from cliffs, nor collect poles from the bottom of the ocean anymore. The same applies to us. When we sing in the shower, we enjoy our songs and dance with happiness, because we are in the natural flow. But asked to repeat in front of the crowd, we lose all our abilities, because we start judging and doubting ourselves. I am not good enough. They will make fun of me. That is how we stand in our ways, by creating these ideas in our heads. What will happen? Will it work? What if this and what if that? So with all these questions, we lose the courage to go on with the flow. Those who have the boldness to go with the flow go on to become superstars. Because they believed. This does not mean we should put ourselves at risk, but rather stop thinking what people will say. Stop creating fear in your mind. If things are going fine, stop worrying that it will soon go bad. This worries steal our joy and makes us live in constant fear. So instead of worry, just enjoy the flow and stop opposing the natural flow of things. This is why children are happy no matter the external circumstances. They sing, play and dance. Let's bring out the child in us and ride the wind. In the second book of the Lieh Tzu talks about a certain Tao sage who was able to let go of the weight of the world, hence was able to float like the feather in the wind. This, according to the book, was possible because of years of practice, discipline of the body and mind, in which he let go of the conceptions of the right and wrong. So, after years of consistent practice, Lieh Tzu realized that there was no barrier between him and the world. He was in harmony with the universe, and without knowing it, I was carried by the wind, drifting here and there. I didn't know if I rode the wind or the wind rode on me. I know you are wondering in your mind, how was this possible? Well, my friend, this is not to be taken literally, but rather figuratively. Lieh Tzu got to the level of consciousness in which he was in harmony with the external happenings around him, instead of opposing and fighting it. Imagine you are swimming in a river and you decide to swim against the current. How difficult it would be. It is exhausting and sometimes impossible depending on the strength of the current. But if you try going with the flow of current, you will see how pleasurable and easy the swimming will be. This is an example of how to be in harmony with your environment. In the second book of Lieh Tzu, a better description of how to ride the wind is written there. Lieh Tzu tells us about the Yellow Emperor who suffered from exhaustion from after ruling the kingdom for many years. So the Yellow Emperor decided to retire from matters concerning his kingdom and take a break. The emperor gave in to all kinds of pleasures he could imagine, but in a short time he was bored and tired. The emperor stated, I pampered myself too much, and then I pushed myself too hard, no wonder I lost my health and inner peace. So he decided to take a break and go into what is called the fasting of the heart. This is a practice in Tao in which one frees his or herself from desires of the earth, in order to get in tune with the natural course of things. And so one day the Yellow Emperor fell asleep and had a dream about a kingdom that had no ruler. In this kingdom their people had no cravings or desires outside of their basic instincts. They had no attachment to the things of life and were not afraid of death. Everyone seemed contented. They all seemed to be unaffected by the events around them or external circumstances. The Yellow Emperor said, water had no power to drown them, nor fire to burn, cuts and blow caused them neither injury nor pain. Scratching or tickling cold would make them itch. The best rode the air as if treading on soiled earth, they were straddled in space as though resting in bed. After his dream, the Yellow Emperor said he was finally enlightened. With this the emperor returned to ruling and great orderliness followed. Eventually when the great emperor passed on, his people mourned him for 200 years. What can we learn from the Yellow Emperor's dream? Let go of all attachment. This can be supported by the Buddhist philosophy which states that attachment is the root of all our sufferings. Most of our troubles and worries comes from our tendencies to cling to people, possessions, expectations or outcomes, therefore creating emotions in our minds that makes us lose our peace. We often have expectations or a picture of how things should be in our head, forgetting that no matter how well we plan, we have no power to control how things would go in the natural course of life. For example, falling in love with someone is not a guarantee that he or she will love or feel the same way about you. Same as investing in a business does not guarantee profits. However, it is important to note this doesn't mean we should not love, do business or put in the work to get what we want. But it means not getting weighed down by unexpected turn of events. The famous Buddhist Thich Nhat Hanh stated that letting go gives us freedom and freedom is the only condition for happiness. If in our heart we still cling unto anger, disappointments, regrets, anxiety, depression and other heavy emotions, we cannot be free. Letting go helps us to live in a more peaceful state of mind and helps restore our balance. It allows others to be responsible for themselves and for us to take our hands off situations that do not belong to us. This frees us from unnecessary stress. This is why children are happy no matter the external circumstances. They sing, play and dance. Let's bring out the child in us and ride the wind. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment and do not forget to subscribe to help us grow.